Okay, that's fine. So మనం ఏం డిస్కస్ చేసాం, షోరింగ్ కొన్ని డిస్కస్ చేసాం కదా, షోరింగ్ షీల్డ్ అంటే ఎక్స్కవేషన్ అండ్ ఆగానే like if excavation has word has come, just make sure that shielding, shoring, sloping are into your mind when you're writing corrective actions. Safety in excavation. Okay. I'm the host now. Okay, fine. Fine. So okay. So coming to the links, ఏదైతే presentation ఉందో, I'll be sending you this link and like Janik garu will share you the link. Okay, if you tap on that link, you will be going to this slide share.
Hello.
Okay. చెప్పండి.
హలో
చెప్పండి, అడ్మిట్ చేస్తున్నాను. హలో, కెన్ యూ హియర్? వింటున్నానండి, వినిపిస్తుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
చెప్పండి, నాకు మీ వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అయిపోతుంది. చెప్పండి.
అదే స్టార్ట్ చేయండి అని చెప్దామని. నాకు వినిపించట్లేదు ఇప్పటి వరకు.
వినిపిస్తుందా? ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందా?
ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందండి, ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది.
నేను ఆల్రెడీ స్టార్ట్ చేశాను, ఇందాక స్టార్ట్ చేశాను.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఐ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. ఫైన్. సో హియర్ వి హ్యావ్ దిస్ డిజైన్ ఆఫ్ protective systems, right? We have design of protective systems. So here screen share అయింది కదా, అవ్వలేదా?
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అయింది సార్, వచ్చింది
కదా. ఓకే, ఫైన్.
ఓకే.
Okay, so we have this shield. What do you mean by shielding? We see the employee shall select and construct slopes and configuration of the slope and benching systems, support systems, shield systems, and other protective systems. Okay, so coming to the shield, can be a permanent portable as known as trench box or trench shield. మనం చూసాం కదా, బాక్స్ కంప్లీట్ గా పెట్టారు అనుకోండి, ఆటోమేటిక్ ఇది షీల్డ్ అంటారు. ఓకే, సో షోరింగ్ ఈస్, నేను ఫ్యూచర్ స్లైడ్స్ లో ఉంటే నేను చూపిస్తాను. షోరింగ్ అండ్ స్లోపింగ్. ఓకే, shoring is a metal shoring such as metal, hydraulic, mechanical or timber shoring systems that supports the sides. మనం ఇందాక చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా, there will be a adjacent sides with wood and they are supported by either mechanical or hydraulic. ఇందాక మనం చూసాం, we have seen one hydraulic pneumatic. Okay, pneumatic with by kind of air pressure. Okay, it will the absorbers will be increasing or decreasing based on the excavation width. Right. So sloping form sides of excavation that are inclined away from the excavation. Okay, inclined అంటే ఏదైతే స్లోపింగ్ ఉందో, స్లోపింగ్ or benching అనేది ఉంటుంది. There is slope which is inclined 45 degrees away from the excavation. This simple side. Just a minute. Right. Okay. I would like to have a look at real-time pictures. Okay. This is an inadequate protection system. Okay. See, the excavation is not proper. The protection system is not proper. Okay. And you can see one tree. I can see one tree adjacent to the excavation part. It can fall also. This is the way how inadequate protection system. They don't have ladders. If you place a ladder on the excavation part, it should project 3 feet high or 1 meter high from the edge. That is the standard. The worker is
Also,
in a
sir, they
trench.
have dumped excavated soil nearby this.
Yes, that is also a very
Very dangerous
uh,
about
dangerous scenario
overburden.
condition. It's a very unsafe and dangerous condition, right? The soil should not be to the adjacent side of the excavated area. There is no shoring or there is nothing. There is no protective side, either sloping, shoring, or benching. So this is what is this? See, we are talking about soil classification sites. Factors. What are this is the important slide. What are the factors involved in designing a protective system? Okay. What is the factors? దేని మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది, దేని మీద ఆధారపడి ఉంటుంది అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఒక ప్రొటెక్టివ్ సిస్టమ్ చేయాలి అనుకోండి, ఒక ఎక్స్కవేషన్ ని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేయాలంటే సేఫ్ ప్రికాషన్స్ తీసుకోవాలంటే ఎలాంటి సంఘటనల మీద ఆధారపడి ఉంటుంది అని చెప్తున్నాడు. ఓకే, ఇన్ వాట్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఆర్ based on, like if you want to have a protective system, if you want to choose shoring, benching or something, on what basis you will choose that? It depends upon the soil classification. Type A, type B, type C soils and ఉంటాయి. Okay, it depends upon soil classification. Depth of the cut, ఎంత deep గా ఉంది. If the depth of the cut is too deep, they'll place the more trench boxes, or if the depth of the cut is too deep, they'll face the shoring techniques. Okay, fine. Water content of the soil. Why water content of the soil? It determines the stability of the soil. What happens if the water content is more or less? If the water content is less, the soil will be loose. If the water content, why the sliding happens? Landslides. When the water content of the soil is less, the slides happen. Okay, and also if the water content is too more, also the sliding happen. Changes due to weather and climate, other operations in the vicinity. For example, there is a excavation. Okay, if they beside excavation, is it preferable to do this what we have
due to
jackhammer
vibration
work,
also, sir.
which causes
There's
vibration. Yes, jackhammers causes vibration. You can see the person handling with jackhammer. That is simple thing. There are cranes which is
Compactor, sir.
attached
Compactor.
with the
Who compacts
yes,
the
compactor.
soil, sir.
Yes,
Compactor is big.
Yes, that also has a lot of vibrations in it. Okay, develops. Fine. Shoring. What is the where shoring is provides a frame? What is the general measures of shoring? Provides a framework in which to work. Framework in which to work. Okay, the sentence is not too meaningful. He's saying that it provides a good framework. Shoring. Okay, shoring is what we mean by shoring. See, do not get confused. First thing is sloping. Sloping ante enti? Just forming a slope beside the adjacent sides. Shoring. Okay, shoring means keeping wooden boxes or sheets and supporting those sheets with different kinds of means. It can be wooden or hydraulic or mechanical. Okay. Shielding means trench box. Fine. Use walls, cross braces and uprights. Supported excavation walls must know soil type and width of the expansion. So this is the trench box. Shield. This is shield. So what he's doing? There is a pipes running and he is working in between the pipes. Access and egress also should be considered. Okay, always when a person is going into trench, access and egress should be proper. Here he doesn't have proper access and egress. So sorry, he has, but what happens? See, he has one thing to catch here, right? So the ladder should be extended till more, or this kind of provision should be provided. It has a provision of grip. Normally the ladder should be 3 feet or 1 meter high from the edge. See, this is hydraulic trench support. So this is in this you can see very clearly. These are the hydraulics. This pipe is the hydraulic pipe in which he can adjust the trench support. He can adjust. The person who is doing the overreaching also is having a proper PT. This is a trench box, but it is used appropriately. Materials and equipment. See, this is what happens if there is no barricades. So if you have a question like in what way you have to protect the vehicles from excavation areas. Okay, how you will protect the vehicles? You will install the barricades,
Da.
hand mechanical signals, stop logs. Stop logs are something which are like
Caution boards.
Yes, caution boards which comes under caution boards, signage boards. Yes, signage boards, caution, informative boards, caution boards, and safety boards. Normally, as per our government standards, sir, like information boards will be in square type and blue color. If traffic boards will be like red color, and there are some colors. Fine. Stop logs. Stop logs means you have to keep one wooden cubicle form of
But it indicates that yellow and black, right? Signage boards indicate.
What, sir?
Signage board indicates that contains two colors, right? That is yellow and black.
So there are three types of boards. Yes, there are three types of boards. Informative, okay. Informative.
Yes. Okay.
Cautionary.
Caution boards. Yes, informative boards, caution boards, and signage boards.
Signage.
Okay, different types of boards, and they you can see if you're on road, you can see the colors. If some boards will be on blue, some boards will be in yellow. Yellow means like signals or signages. Some boards will be like in red. Those are danger boards.
That caution board indicates that it contains both yellow and black, right?
Yes. Yellow and black. So depends.
Yes. What about remaining two types?
What kind of two types? Like information boards are blue.
Yes, information boards indicates blue, right? And
some emergency boards. Emergency boards indicates red. Sorry, green.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
emergency
that's
numbers
what
and all.
green.
Okay. Fine. So
Red, no green.
Yes. Fine. Coming back to the topic. Grade soil away from the excavation. If you are grading soil away from the excavation, what happens? The distance at which the vehicle moves will be away from the excavated areas. This is a very serious accident happened in which you can see the tire has came out completely. Fence or barricade trenches overnight. Okay. See what happens here. What is the very dangerous thing? What is going? The weight and vibration of the crane makes this very hazardous condition. Even though it is a rock, sometimes even though it is a rock, it is very necessary for a person to have a shoring or benching techniques. Here in this type, they cannot insert the trench box. Sometimes they'll have shoring techniques. Okay, this is a very hazardous condition. This should not be encouraged. See. And in case of pipes, do not place spoils within 2 feet from the edge of the excavation. See, here he mentioned 2 feet. Spoils means the debris which we exit, the soil which we excavate. Measure from nearest part of the soil to excavate an edge. You should have to measure from the nearest part of the soil, means edge of the excavation area. Place spoils so rainwater runs away from the excavation. Place spoils well away from the excavation. Okay. So these are few challenges faced. What are the few challenges, or what are the few unsafe conditions in excavation? Water accumulation, oxygen deficiency, mobile equipment, right? access and egress, toxic fumes and falls. Okay, with this we can write all the, see this is the points. With this you can elaborate the sentence and you can write water accumulation due to rain or adjacent sewages, oxygen deficiency. Okay, mobile equipment, like when you're using with mobile equipment, just it is coming adjacent to the surfaces. Okay, access and egress cannot be, access and egress cannot be in a proper way. Toxic fumes, falls. Okay, see this is what you can see. See ladder. I'm talking about ladder, right? This is the very old picture from, I think it is from RLA books. See, nowadays no one is having such kind of skills to draw this. See what he has done here. He has kept all the benching techniques. Sorry, shoring technique, and the ladder is, the ladder tip of the ladder is 3 feet
Feet above,
from
sir.
the,
1 feet
yes,
above.
it's 1 meter or 3 feet. Okay,
1 meter. There are 3 ranks, sir.
3 rungs and 1
yes.
meter.
Sorry, the 3 runs. Yes, fine.
3 ranks.
1 meter is probably how many feet? That's 2.5 or 3 feet, right? 1 meter.
Okay.
1 meter is 3 feet, right? Fine. So
Yes.
this is the improper way of working. See, this is an extension ladder used, but it's not used in a proper way. Unsafe condition. This is the requirement. There are 3 basic protections used in excavation and trenches: sloping and benching system, shoring system. Again, the same thing. See, this is, what is this called? Anyone?
Sloping, sir. Sloping.
Yes. Good.
Sloping match.
What is this? What is this?
Benching, sir.
Benching and step cutting.
Benching.
Benching. Yes, benching.
Benching.
Okay. What is this?
Shoring system.
Shoring. Yes. Shoring components. These are the shoring components. You can have a look at it. Okay. Screw jacks, which will tie the shoring component. Okay. The shoring component may differ. It can be wood. It can be sheets. Anything. Okay. Wall. Okay. Mechanical. If they ask hydraulic shore, if they ask about shoring components, you can write hydraulics, pneumatic shores, screw jacks. Okay. Center to center spacing, that's also to be considered. Okay. See, this is the shoring which, oh my god, picture is not clear, right? This is the heavy shoring technique. See, so you can, in pictorial representation, you can have a good look. Vertical aluminum hydraulic shoring means the shoring material is aluminum. Vertical aluminum hydraulic, the same thing. What is difference here? Same thing. Vertical roll. Hydraulic cylinder is used. Hydraulic plywood is used. Okay, fine. Same thing. See, this is what shoring mechanism. This is how you can pneumatic hydraulic jack, screw jack. Okay. This is the trench box. You can also struct the trench box, the pieces which connects the trench box, or which make sure it is in place without dividing, is called stunt. Okay, sidewall and knife edge. What are the possible cables? This is a common slide. Again. See, so means of egress and means of egress from the trench excavation. Okay, this is the stairway, ladder, ramp, or other safe. Realme mutual 766 mutual. Okay. See, means of egress. Once you have a look at it, I would like to show you the other presentation also. So I'm going with inspection counts. Prior to start of work, we do fine, simple things. So if anyone asks what are the inspections to be carried out, or what are the precautions to be taken before starting the excavation or while excavation, so you have to write this. So prior to start of the work, we have to and need prior to the start of the work and needed throughout the shift after very rainstorms. Fine. So he is saying that we should need to inspect the area prior to the start of every shift. Okay. Second thing, if after every rainstorm hazard increases because the control measures what we have kept on the before day can change. Okay, can be affected due to the storm. Okay, these inspections are already required when employer exposure to reasonably can be reasonably anticipated. Okay, when these kind of inspections are done, the protection of the employee will be increased and the others will be anticipated. Okay, these are the common things. I just want to go to the another PPT. The same things, construction only. I'll send you these both the links, and I would like people to just wait. No. Can you see now? Is my screen is shared? The blue color screen.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
So this is also a construction safety which has a very bullet points, very nice PPT which I found so far. See, here he is saying safety measures or different types of civil engineering constructions are building constructions, bridge constructions, and road constructions. So everything has its own hazards. So what is the common hazards in everything for working at height? Okay, and using scaffolding, right? And in construction they'll use paints, right, which also flammable. Okay, fine.
Excavation also, sir, common as well.
Excavation is also common thing. Bridge constructions, I just want to show few fine. Okay, so coming to the preventive measures, so he is saying that what are the preventive measures? Preventive means proactive. Okay, preventive is something proactive and reactive measures. You know what is the difference between proactive and reactive? Proactive is like we taking control measures
Before the
something.
accident, sir.
Yes, before the accidents or fine. Reactive means after the accident. Reactive measures taken after the investigation is being done. Fine. Coming to the preventive measures, have a site safety plan. Okay, we should have a safety plan. Ensure the roof openings are not left unprotected for the building constructions. Okay, retractable lanyards would allow the helper to do his job, still have fall protection. Retractable means if he is going beyond the limit, it will pull him back. Okay, retractable lanyard and restraint also will be there. Okay, there are two types of lanyards: retractable and restraint. Okay, fine. Required that all the hazards on the site to be communicated. Fine, by trainings. Bridge constructions. The system design should be flexible. Flexible means, what do you mean by flexible? It should have contraction and expansion capabilities. Platform is supported on a cables fastened in equal intervals. Fastened means, what do you mean by fastened? Fastened means tied or secured, or yes, tied or secured in an equal intervals. Fine. Bridge construction. Platform installation, redeployment, and removal. What do you mean by platform here? Platform means the working platform. Okay.
Platform is working platform.
This is the working platform. What? Yes. This is the working platform. What he is mentioning here. Platform, deployment, and removal process quickly with minimal traffic disruption. Okay. Installation and redeployment. Opposite of installation is redeployment. Okay. Removing should be done in a proper way. It should be quick and minimal. See, that is the reason what happens today, and in today's days all the platforms and scaffolding installations are all customized. Okay, we can the base, they'll keep a base plate, they will attach the additional requirements. They are all customized. They are not using any unconventional platforms. Side trap should be created full enclosure. Side traps. So the bridge traps which are adjacent to the bridges should have an enclosure. Fine. So coming to the road construction. So you have one of the point I've seen in syllabus, he is asking what are the safety precautions while laying a road and while dealing with asphalt. Asphalt and tar untadi kada, black thing. Asphalt. What are the precautions to be maintained? So normal ga, if you're asked a question like what is the, you just imagine you are in that site. So road వేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది మనకి, asphalt ఉంటుంది, gravel ఉంటుంది, ఆ హాట్ మిషనరీ ఉంటుంది, asphalt burning machine ఉంటుంది. Okay, rotating equipment, I mean road roller ఉంటుంది. So all things project some hazards. Okay, వర్కర్స్ గమ్ బూట్స్ వేసుకోకుండా పనిచేస్తుంటారు, asphalt fumes వస్తాయి. Okay, what is the fume that comes from asphalt? I forgot actually. We have to, I think it is very poisonous.
Bitumen, sir.
Bitumen, yes, something. Bitumen, something will come. Bitumen, I don't know. I forgot actually. Fine. So I'm just referring to that. Okay. So in this way, you have to compare using signs, road construction, using signs, signals, road markings. Normally, if you're working or if you're supervising the, just you think that road divided constructions, make sure you keep appropriate cones from a significant distance so that the traffic gets deviated from a distance, and from where all the thing you have to do is control the speed. Whatever you do, the speed should be controlled and they should pass by the workers very safely. That's you have to. So by using signs, signals, road markings, maintain traffic speed. Railing should be provided in hilly roads. Okay, railings. Why railings? They may have unprotected edges. Remove disturbed vehicles. I don't know what is disturbed vehicles. I think the vehicles which are in breakdowns or removed. I don't know that. I'm not sure about this point. Construction material should have better quality. Fine. Overlanding vehicles should not be permitted on the overloading vehicles. Overloading should not be permitted on the why should not be permitted? Because the load gets the if you're always, the road construction should be done in summer or done in daytime only, because if you're doing in night time, it will take consistent time to heal or dry. Okay, overloading vehicles can
The road takes the time for
undulation.
curing, sir.
Yes, the can lead to undulation. Okay, yes, the road take types to curing, and that's the reason they always carry that activity in hot summer. Super elevation gradient and curvature should be maintained. What do you mean by super elevation? See, if you are taking a turn, okay, if you are taking a turn on a highway, what happens? You can see the road is a bit slope. You can see the slope because in technical terms, it is called as road banking. Road banking.
Sir, 3-dimensional pictures here we can make, sir, in turn. Where is a turn, we have to make upper side.
Yes. The upper side should be high, and coming to the left, the lower side should be low. No, only then the vehicle will have a proper grip to have a turn when it is on speed. So root causes for construction accidents. What are the root causes? Lack of proper training, inadequate construction, unsafe equipment methods, unsafe site conditions, not using safety equipment. So already
not
these all
competent person.
Yes, here lack of proper training, unsafe
Lack of
equipment,
competency.
here lack of ineffective supervision comes under lack of component. Okay, poor communication, absence of safety rules and safe work procedures, lack of enforcement of safety rules and work procedures. Okay, so all the standards should be maintained. Communication is very important. If you are not able to communicate with the crane operator, what happens? He may take his own decisions. Defective machinery on site is a very dangerous, because defective machinery can overtip the load. Falling structures on load. Okay, falling structures or loads, defective scaffolding on forklifts. I would like to show you some basic accidents. See, scaffolding accidents. It happens when an improper scaffolding is being erected. If the scaffolding is erected on improper surface, if it is not stable, okay, without proper, I'll be saying about the scaffolding parts. Okay, we'll talk about separate scaffolding the scaffolding has bracings, okay, ledgers. Okay, I'll tell you about scaffolding. If the scaffolding is not erected properly, then scaffolding accidents may happen. It also based on the surface. Okay, fine. And if scaffolding should not be, if the scaffolding is erected, there should be a proper barricade for the vehicles to move. That is the common causes of scaffold accidents, because they erect the scaffold and they'll not have a proper turning radius for the vehicles. It will come in contact with the scaffolding basement. Welding accidents. Okay, welding accidents can project fire accident also. The welding arcs can fall into some flammable gases which is below the construction site, or it can fall into paint. That also causes fire. Trench accidents, what we have seen in the previous PPT, toxic gas attack, okay, in confined spaces. See, what is the basic things? This is all you have to remember. Construction site may fall. Site falls means fall from height. Okay, crane accidents can happen. How? What is the basic reasons for falling off from construction site? Basic reasons: improper working at height without lanyard, no unprotected edges, right? Unprotected edges, slippery surfaces. Yes.
Lack of knowledge
Lack of knowledge, improper training, lack of supervision, right?
and perfect.
Okay. So crane accidents. We have 6
Floor
minutes
open-
of time. We have only 6 minutes of time. Like I'll just want to show you the PPT, entire PPT. See, crane accidents, turnover operating electrical. Okay, you have a look at it. So you have construction accidents like elevator, structural failure. These all construction accidents related to unsafe conditions or hazards. You have to just remember these basic things. You have to question how crane accidents can happen, how electrical accidents can happen, how fire panels expand, explosions, how fire panel explosion can happen, fire and explosion, how it can happen by storing paints in one room and by doing the welding work in the same room. Fire and explosion can happen by using improper welding equipment. Yes, fire
Compressed gas cylinders, sir.
it compressed gas cylinders. Okay. What is logging accidents? I mean, this log is something like if you're placing if you're stacking wooden bulks, logs inside the construction area, that can be, if they slide or slip without, if you're storing without wedges and all, that are also considered logging accidents. Okay. Forklift, dumper, compressor. See, in this slide, you can have all the equipment and all the reference accidents of construction site. Okay, elevator. How elevator accidents happen by improper maintenance. Okay, improper by using heavy loads. Okay, by not using with safe working load. How structural failure can happen by improper planning, deficiency in structures. Building collapse. How building can collapse by I mean, there is a chance of building collapse. How? If a crane which is beside the building falls on the building, what happens? Building may collapse. Improper foundations. Okay, constructing the building near the loose soil. Okay, these all are. See, this is scaffolding accident. All the scaffolding is coming from. These are the hazards associated with scaffolding. So people may fall. The scaffolding, people may fall from the platforms. The scaffolding can suck by the material, collapsing. Okay, the scaffold collapse can causes damage to adjacent property also. Problem. Okay, what are the causes? Negligency and proper construction and maintenance, low capacity of the side brackets. See, this is the side brackets. Brackets. I'll be sharing I'll be saying scaffolding, parts of the scaffolding separately in other PPT and other class. Okay, weak scaffolding material. So this is how scaffolding actions. They're not using any full body on this. Base plates are not firm good. Some kind of accidents happen.
Even the damaged component.
Yes, the components, if the scaffolding is not inspected by proper scaffolding personnel, Jackson's we have already seen. Toxic gases and prevention, construction of the buildings. Coming to the injuries part. Head injury can happen when the person falls from height. Severe nerve injuries happen when you have when the people work with continuous hammering or jackhammers. Okay, trauma. If you breathe on toxic gases, cumulative trauma disorder. Trauma disorder means you have this heat stress or which affects your central nervous system. Okay, spinal cord injuries, paralysis, death. Okay, common type of injuries. Bones. The injuries ending you have to. We have seen different kinds of hazards and how construction will affect the human body. Is in this way. These are the common injuries. Okay, ప్రతిదానికి వాడు చెప్పారు. This is after the PPT. And next class I'll be discussing on prevention of accidents or FEMA, fault mode effective analysis or HAZOP analysis. Okay, prevention of accidents. I'll be showing you on a case study next class, and we'll also discuss regarding Employee State Insurance Act. Okay. Right. Any doubts in the class? Everything is fine, right? Have 1 minute to mind. The class is understandable, right? అంటే కొంచెమైన ఐడియా వచ్చింది కదా ఒక కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ సేఫ్టీ అంటే ఫస్ట్ మనం ఏం లేదు కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ లో ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఫస్ట్ are you still there, people? You are like just you have got an idea of what is what, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.